Please, 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 please be very mindful as to how you're feeling in both a physical and mental sense while you're in this room tonight. We truly believe that this is a portal. He's not actually a little boy. So if you encounter him tonight, just know that. It's something else.
Did you hear those
footsteps?
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah,
it was quick.
That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Like, I don't even accurately know how to describe it.
Wow, all right, that was, I feel like that just took years off my life, dude.
Did you hear that?
Voice, yeah.
This is probably the most freaked out I've been on a solo in a long time. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we are down here in Laurel, Maryland at the Laurel's House of Horror.
This is a location we've been trying to come to for quite some time now, and it's an actual haunted house, but it's haunted. So this place is pretty terrifying. We're about to go on the history tour and show you guys this place, but there's a lot to look out for.
Yeah, it's a crazy location with a weird history. I personally hate haunted houses, like theatrical ones, so this is kind of like a nightmare situation, but we've heard a lot of good things about this place, so we're gonna get in there, do the tour like he said, and see what we can uncover.
And guys, tonight we're doing a special segment for members only. So if you're not a member yet, make sure you click. It should be right next to the subscribe button. You guys get behind the scenes content and extra stuff like that, and it helps keep us on the road doing more videos like this.
Let's get in there and see what Laurel's has.
Well, what's up, y'all? My name is Matt. I'm the operations manager here at Laurel's House of Horror. Been here since 2019, and it's been a blast the entire time. Over here, this is our escape room theater / our midway theater. This would have been the first theater that was constructed here in 1966. When that opened, it was entitled Laurel Cinema. The theater next door to this theater opened up in 1967. Once that occurred, it became Laurel Twin Cinema. But this is one of the largest theaters. The land that the whole shopping center is on was purchased from the Laurel Sanatorium. I definitely think, as well as the other staff members think, that's definitely contributed to all the activity. It's definitely, in my opinion, it's been probably haunted this entire time. And obviously, us being a haunted house, we've definitely contributed. Mandy, one of our staff members, she oversees the makeup department. She's really connected to the building. She did an exercise one day where she just sat down and started drawing. And she drew 4 of our entities here. But I kept these because I think they're really important. This is our little boy. We've all seen him. We've all had experiences with him. He's not actually a little boy. So if you encounter him tonight, just know that. It's something else. This is our mimic. We do have a very active mimic here. Very good at what it does. You might hear my keys tonight. That's a very common thing. But these two, we're still unsure. I think I've seen this one before. I just don't know what or where it is. And I'm also unsure about this guy. These are just things that she immediately picked up on and drew. And when I saw the boy, he looked exactly like this. And then she also drew this. I haven't put her up yet. There's a chance. So I once saw something here that I thought was a witch. And then I talked to more people about it, and they were like, oh no, that's a hag. I was like, oh. Awesome. So I think she comes through. I think she controls this land, especially this building. But I think she also controls other areas of the world. I don't know where. But I saw her face to face one day, and she was probably like this tall, long, curly black hair. It was wet. Like you could see the water on it. It was covering her face, but it was weird. Her whole body was not black. It was like this really, really, really dark mossy green. And she was just staring at me. And I was on a ladder working on something, so I was like, oh no, I had to finish, and scooted. The actual start of the show is right here. But yeah, so this is our hotel, the Carlisle Hotel. This is one of definitely our newest big build. This is the first big build that we did, 12 to 16 foot tall walls. Before this, it was called the Dollhouse. All the walls then were about 8 feet. I remember when I first started working here, every time I would go on top of a wall to get a cable or something, there would be this black shadow head at the other end popping up from a wall, and then it would slowly dip down and then pop up somewhere else. So it was almost kind of like whack-a-mole in a way. It's strange. Each theater does different things to different people. When we were finishing up this scene in particular, it was the first time and only time things were ever thrown at me. I was up there with my back against the wall, And out of nowhere, boom, giant Sharpie just slammed into my back. And I sat there, I was like, what? And then some moment later, a light bulb fell out of the ceiling right in front of me. But if you look up, it's only that old emergency light, and that's still in the ceiling. It was like a plastic LED light bulb, just out of nowhere. I was up on top of that wall, working on a light, and I looked down over here. There was just a shadow just in this configuration of these static mannequins, and then it just, again, it did the same thing it used to do, and it just ducked back down to the floor. So this is our casino. We built this as a honor and memoriam to our owner Rich, who he unfortunately passed in 2021. But this is a fun little ode to him. He went by Cat at the firehouse that he was with, so we called it Cat's Casino.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Every now and then, it's mostly throughout the building, but sometimes in here, if you smell cigarette smoke, that's Rich. Okay. So this is our voodoo hallway. Very strange hallway. This is where that music went off that I was telling you guys about when I was here by myself. When the scene was getting painted, they were just Googling all these sigils and symbols. So we didn't put intent to it, but whoever put it on Google, we don't know what their intent was. So there's a chance that this may have accidentally created more. But there's moments in here where I get like this sense of impending doom, even though before that I feel like calm and confident, where when I get that doom, it's like, oh, wrap it up, go.
Gotta go, right?
So this part of the building, this hallway, and then these other 4 theaters, we never found a concrete date, but we believe it's late 70s, early 80s they were built and added. But for whatever reason, these are the more haunted, more active theaters in the building. For me, especially when I'm here by myself, that's my threshold. I even don't really like walking through voodoo, but if I make it to here, I feel okay. Beyond that, I don't. This is our asylum area. So obviously, us being a haunt, we still have a lot of antiques, and here especially, we still have actual medical equipment that was used. So there's a chance that that energy came in with that stuff. There's a few pieces in here from Forest Haven. So it's funny, like in here, you'll get a lot of shuffling. The whistles still happen here. I will say, the whistles I've heard have felt very breathy, very weak. So that could be like someone who is ill. We also have a lot of these hidden actor doors on springs. Oh. You'll hear these open and close. Always look up. We get a lot of just black clouds that just shoot across the ceiling. I like sitting in here and just listening to this theater because that's when you'll hear the footsteps. And one time we were in here with customers and we heard music, but it sounded like the needle dropped on a record. And it wasn't music that is a part of the show.
Right. That's cool.
And then we heard it get picked up. So this is our very, very special theater. This is called The Town. We kind of gave it a nice culty theme the past couple years. But this is our most active theater. We have a hard time during the season keeping actors in here. We had an issue this past season where the ghosts were just going nuts and scaring people or actors and throwing things at our actors. We started off the night with 8 actors in here. By the end of the night, we had 2.
Wow.
That same night, I lost power, total power in here 3 times. Generally, it's fine, at least from a power perspective, right. And from an actor perspective, it's usually okay, but they have those certain nights where they'll go all out. But yeah, so this is my big no-no zone when I'm here by myself. A little foyer area. This is where I had my first ever paranormal experience. Early 2020 is when I started playing with light and electronics here. I was given a tour of the building and I was told just go start playing with ideas wherever. I picked this theater. I was working up here. This is a catwalk. You guys are welcome to go up there. It's kind of weird. Up there, you can actually see over most of the theater from up there. But I was finishing up there. I came down here. These are pretty hollow stairs. And as soon as I hit the concrete, there was just a loud right behind me. And I stopped. I was like, what? I didn't think anything of it, and then I moved on. But that technically was my first like confirmed paranormal experience. This place made me a true believer. Please, 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 please be very mindful as to how you're feeling in both a physical and mental sense while you're in this room tonight. A lot of people get sick in here, and a lot of people get really upset and like angry in here. But this is our cabinet. It's a 1920s radio cabinet. It came from a previous family member. I don't know where they had got it from, but someone at some point in time was using this cabinet in the incorrect fashion. We truly believe that this is a portal or something.
Yeah,
Sure.
like knocking in the back, yeah.
The entities, like for me, what really sold it to me is that some of the entities from Madison Seminary found me here. Even though I never had them at my house or in my vehicles, they found me here. There was a couple Estes methods that we did in here where the person under Estes kept saying, 6769, the widows, they miss you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then it took me a couple Esteses to be like, oh, I'm just gonna Google this real quick. And then, and I told that to Adam, he was like, dude, what?
Yeah.
But no, I need to go back and kind of see why they were reaching out.
Yeah.
100%.
Because there's a reason. But this is the real deal. And before it was open, we used to keep it closed. And when it was closed, you'd always hear from the inside. So
we opened it.
we opened it. And then we put some of our hair in there to keep us
offering.
safe. Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
There was an incident where one of our actors lost their, was it a bracelet or a necklace?
It was their like protection necklace they've had for years. They were very sentimental with it.
Yeah, so they lost the necklace. We searched the whole building, didn't pop up anywhere. Another actor told them, hey, give them an offering. And then that actor put some cash in here. Moment later, necklace was on the table. Remember the hag I was telling you about?
Yeah. This is where you saw it?
Right here.
Ooh.
I was on the ladder just beyond that white curtain over there. I saw her out of my peripheral, and then I physically turned and looked at her. It was like straight CGI, dude. Like, I couldn't believe that what I was looking at was real.
Right.
And she was still there when I was finishing. So when I got down the ladder, I don't know where she went. And then also, if you sit at the table, just be super careful about legs.
Okay.
Our little boy likes to crawl, and that's where he likes to attach, is from underneath the table. Also, I want to point this out. This gentleman here, this is real. This was from Forest Haven. He was the main religious figure at Forest Haven, and this was a painting that he had commissioned. That's the building.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Of course, thank you guys. I hope
We're
you guys
excited to be here.
Hell yeah.
We get?
Hope you guys have a good time.
Thank you. I'm sure we will. You ready?
Yeah.
Super scared.
All right. Well, I guess I'm starting with a solo. Yeah. And we'll go from there. So I'm just going to kind of walk.
Hope you have fun.
I won't.
It's super fun.
I hate haunted houses a lot. Really do. Okay, so I'm gonna go through Voodoo Land. We're gonna go through the Voodoo area. Oh my God. Okay, so we're gonna go through here. I'm already lost. I have to turn on IR and go dark, I guess. Oh my. Yeah, it's as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, it really is. I can't see a thing. I'm walking into something for sure. All right, so there's no way I would ever come here for the haunted house. No offense to them, but I'm scared of haunted houses. This is one of the worst things I've ever had to do, actually, in my life. Okay, so we're going this way, and we're gonna run Ghost Tube, and we're gonna do some EVPs, and try not to get lost, I guess. I can't see anything at all. This is okay. This is literally how dark it is. Obviously, it's a haunted house, so this is what I'm seeing. Like that one little red light. Is it? Ow, I just walked into something. All right, I'm gonna turn on Ghost Tube so I can see if they want to talk. It is going. Here we go. Hello? My name is Steve. I've come here to talk to you. I have a device in my hand that should be able to help you communicate with me.
Can you say something? It feels really weird in here. Again, I think part of it is like me, right? Because I'm scared of haunted houses. But it feels very uncomfortable. All right, so the butcher shop, perfect. Let's put this here for a second. There we go. All right. This is bad. Hello? Can you say something? Make a noise?
Follow you.
Follow you. I'd rather you didn't. No offense, you're gonna follow me like through the building? Do you like me? That voice scared the hell out of me, by the way. Have you been following me through the building all night? This is probably the most freaked out I've been on a solo in a long time. Very long time. Do you like when people come here to talk to you, or no? No, I just want to keep looking behind me because it said follow you. Why did I have to go first in the solos? I hate haunted houses. I hate them. Hate them. Holy shit. I literally just heard footsteps behind me, right back in the voodoo area where I came from. Is that you? I am spooked right now. It literally sounded like 2 or 3 footsteps were like right back in the voodoo area. When Dylan does his solo later, he's gonna have to like go to a different part of the building, so he's gonna have to check out different areas. So that's why I'm not going too far, because I don't want to take up the whole thing. Also, it's terrifying. That's another reason. Just to add that on there. Are you gonna follow us through the whole building tonight? Or are you saying you're gonna follow us from here? I'd rather you didn't do that. No offense, I'm sure you're lovely. The feeling in here is like just super heavy. Like instantly, as soon as I came through that voodoo area, before it even said that, it just felt like I was being like watched at all times. Like it just feels like there's eyes on you. It's really uncomfortable. Do you always follow people through here? That was a noise over there. In a minute, I'm gonna go get Dylan. And we're gonna talk to you in a different part of the building. We're gonna use some other equipment that should make it easier, okay? Are you willing to talk to us tonight? That was another thud. Dude, everything is coming from right back there. Should I go back that way? Should I go back up to the voodoo area? If that's where the noises are coming from, I ask myself. No part of me wants to do that. but I might do that. I was gonna do EVPs, but I feel like I'm gonna save those. Just because like,
No thanks.
no thanks. Okay, no thanks. You don't want me to come back up there? No thanks. But I have to go that way. That's how I have to go to get out of here. Is it okay? Can I please go that way? Question mark? I kind of have to. My stomach is like in knots right now. I am pretty freaked out. Gotta like breathe, you know, calm yourself down in this situation so you don't freak yourself out. I don't mean you any harm. I don't mean you any disrespect. I'm not really sure who I'm speaking with here or who may be in this building. They're trying to figure it out. But again, I mean you no harm or no disrespect. I come here just to communicate with you, learn about you. Do you like what they've done to the theater and the building? Do you like that they've turned it into this haunted attraction? Or does that upset you? Do you feed off of the energy during, you know, the season when it's operating as a haunted house? Do you feed off of that energy and the fear and the excitement? I just keep like looking around. It's so uncomfortable in here. Like it's awful in here. It's a constant sense of just like being watched from every single corner, every single room, the entire time. One of my least favorite solos I've done in a long, long time. I'm gonna start moving my way back up that way now through the voodoo area. They said that they don't know what a lot of these sigils mean that they paint on the wall. They like Googled them and put them on there, and like they don't know what that could have done, what that could have conjured, what they could have brought here. I'm gonna walk back up that way now, start moving back towards the front. It's almost time to go get Dylan, thankfully. But I gotta walk back through where all those noises came from, and after it said following you, so let's head that way. I'm gonna keep Ghost Tube running, because that's been working, I guess. Can't see, gotta flip my LCD screen around. Okay. All right, I'm gonna come back up this way. All right, I'm gonna come back up this way. All right, I'm gonna come back up this way. What was that? Holy shit. I hope the mic just picked that up. That was like, I don't know if I want to call it a growl or like a groan, but it was like, just like that. Oh my, yo, that sent shivers down my entire body. That was pretty bad. Like, that stopped me dead in my tracks. It literally sounded. Hello? There was just another noise back there. That literally sounded like either like a really deep exhale or like a growl.
Logical.
Logical. Be logical about it. There was another noise. It sounds like something's moving down there. I don't like haunted houses. I don't like haunted houses. Who is this over my shoulder? Oh man. This is fun, guys. I love, yeah, that's great. Love this. What a wonderful way to spend a Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. My goodness. All right. Oh wait, I just thought about that. They said following you, and then as I start walking up here, I hear noises behind me, almost like a groan or a growl. 2 and 2 get put together. Be logical about it. That's what they were just saying. Be logical. So that's them following me. They're like, of course you hear noises behind you. I told you I was going to follow you through the building. Well, as exciting as that is, it's about that time for me to not ever have to do this again here. I'm going to start walking back through the voodoo area. Casual thing to say. And we're going to go find Dylan. And we're going to go do an Estes. We're going to start with an Estes to see if that mode of communication is any better. But now I don't want to turn my back to this area because I said they were following me. And then I heard things following me. So that's fun. But let's go this way, I guess. Oh, good. Hi. You too. Good to see you. Love you guys. Oh my God. Oh, every corner, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this place already. Well, I do know what to think about it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I dislike it, which is what it means when you don't like something. I'm rambling because I'm freaked out. This place is pretty spooky. Here's your last chance. I'm going to be alone here for only another minute or two. Anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to say before I... Oh my God. That was right here. But like, okay. It's like right to my left or right almost behind me. Like they're following me again, dude. I just saw a shadow. I just saw a shadow right there. Right through the spaces in that piece of wood. Oh my God. There's no way, actually, that I just saw that. Something just went from left to right. I could see it in the slats of that wood. Holy shit. I did not know what to expect here. I knew I was going to be freaked out. Like I knew I was going to be on edge here, right? Because I don't like haunted houses. But the volume of the footsteps I was hearing already, saying it's going to follow us, and then that shadow, that was insane. That was a dark shadow moving left to right. And they claim they see a lot of tall shadow figures throughout this entire building. I have to go that way. That's literally the way out. Awesome. So there's things following me and there's things in front of me. Let's go get Dylan. I'm all set with my solo. I'm gonna go get Dylan. We're gonna do an Estes. Let's head that way. Keeping my camera on just in case because that was up here and it was a shadow. Oh my God, I'm so jumpy right now. So jumpy. Oh my God. It would have been like right here. It would have been like right in this area that I saw it. It would have moved right here through this area. From like this side of the room to that side. I don't know. Crazy first session. Let's go do this Estes session because I'm very interested to see what we get the rest of the night, if it's gonna be anything like that. But let's go get Dylan.
All right, guys, so move down into the belly of the haunted house. We're in the asylum area right now, and I'm gonna do an Estes method down here. We have a REM pod set up in this doorway to my left, and then we have a millimeter just behind Steve over there. Guys, it's freaking pitch black in here, and Steve was just kind of filling me in on what happened during his solo, so I can't wait for mine later in this video.
Yeah, it's spooky in here. I'm glad to have some lights on now, finally, to walk through here. I'll show you guys where the REM pod and millimeters are. He's gonna go under. And they have a lot of strange claims in this area. Noises, footsteps, shadows, voices, all kinds of stuff. So I'll probably explore a little bit like up and down these areas, but we'll just see what we get during the Estes. So there's the REM.
Suddenly it said something photo.
You want me to take a picture? Are you gonna show yourself in a picture? Try to take some pictures, I guess, see what happens. Yeah.
They're coming?
Who?
Oh, that was a weird voice. It was a male voice. I couldn't tell what it said though. It was like 3 or 4 words.
Take some pictures. I'm taking some pictures, okay? Will you show up in them? They get a lot of weird stuff from like taking pictures up in the projection booth area.
There's 12 something.
There's just a noise over there. Are you following us through the building? I'll check those pictures after. Are you following us? Are you the person that said they were going to follow us through the building? Can you see us?
Tell
Tell who what?
explain to them something.
Who do you want me to explain something to? Matt and Mandy?
Leave.
You want me to explain something to Matt? Mandy? The owners? Anybody else?
Oh, it was like a really deep voice just came through. It sounded like it said feed.
Feed? Do you feed off the energy? Like I was saying before?
Uh-huh.
So you feed off the energy from the haunted house? All the scares, the energy, the excitement, the fear? That gives you power, gives you more energy here?
The workers?
Do you feed off the workers' energy? I'm sure they have a lot of energy, the people that are working in this haunted house. The scare actors. Do you like what they do?
Sounded like it was like in between the static, it was like going shh, shh. Almost like shushing me.
That was movement out there. That was movement right on the other side of that wall. Are you coming towards us?
Little girl's voice just came through. I couldn't tell what it said though. It sounded really far away.
That's what I hate quite a bit. I hate a lot of things about that. We have your name.
Don't hurt her.
We won't. Just got the overwhelming sensation that I'm being watched from behind me. Like really strong. Really, really strong. Did we hear you earlier when we were in the break area? We thought we heard a voice. Kind of caught us off guard. Do you know who that was? Was it you?
Something alone.
I already did that. Thank you. Check that off my list of things I did tonight. Dylan's going to be alone later. Is it easier to talk to us when there's only one? Man, I don't know.
You will remember.
Oh, I'll definitely remember this place. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I don't know if it's anxiety just from like my solo still, like from I was freaked out from that. I don't feel comfortable in here. I really, really don't. I'm surprised at how strong that feeling is throughout this entire building. I really am. Because we go to a lot of scary places, but this is a weird sensation here. It's really, really uncomfortable.
A lot of different voices coming through. I can't tell what they're saying though.
Do you mean us harm? Do you not want people to come here?
Go. Tell all of them.
That was behind us. Go and tell all of them. Go tell who what? I can't give your message.
Have something.
You have something? I can't give them your message if I don't know what you want me to tell them.
You have what?
You.
You have me. What does that mean? You have me for probably a few more hours. Then I'm going to bed, not here.
Little kid's voice again. I couldn't tell what it said.
I really don't like that. Because they said they have like a little boy spirit here, but it's not a little boy. It's something pretending to be a little boy. That makes me uncomfortable, which is a theme for this place if you haven't picked up on that yet. We have some devices set up that should make it easier for you to communicate with us. If you go up to them and touch them with your hand in front of them, you can knock it off the table.
Use it.
Yeah, you can use it. All they do is light up and make noise. Again, it lets us know that you're here.
You.
You want me to use it? Let me show you how to use it. There's one on this table over here and there's one on the ground behind me. I'll show you how to use this one. That's all you gotta do. Just come up to it.
It sounded like it was like someone was yelling. It was like, I will, or something like that.
All you gotta do is this. See? I'm gonna go back over here now, okay? Can you do that? You can either use the one I just did or that one right there on the ground. They both do the exact same thing, okay? It's just an easy way for us to know that you're here and that you can hear our voice. Voices? Our voice? Our voice?
Have him something.
Have who what? You're being pretty vague. I need a little more information, a little more detail, so I can help.
So, somebody said risky or risk it, and then it said leave.
Is it risky that we're here trying to communicate? Is there something here that's not friendly?
Take something with you. I couldn't tell what the middle word was.
Oh, okay.
It said take, and then it kind of like got muddled out, and then it, with you.
Try again. What do you want us to take with us? We're not going to take any of you with us. You guys have to stay here, okay? You're not welcome to come with us. What would you like us to take from here? The sensation of being watched is gone now. I'm still not super comfortable, but I don't feel like I'm being stared at anymore.
Devil.
Did something leave? I don't feel like you're behind me anymore. Did you leave? Or whoever was over there? We're going to be moving throughout the building for a while tonight, going to different areas. Somebody already said they were going to follow us through the building. Is that person here right now? Did they come over here? It's okay if they did. Again, we're here to communicate. We just want to talk to you. It's hard for us to hear you a lot of times, and it's hard for us to see you. But if there's anything you can do to let us know that you're here, we'd appreciate it. Loud noise, move something, say something.
I'll find.
You find what? What the hell was that? That just sounded like a voice. It was like a...
Somebody said you're done.
Oh.
Run.
I can't really run in here. It's kind of narrow hallways, a lot of winding passages. Why do I need to run? Am I running from whatever I just heard?
Up there.
Please don't be on the ceiling. Please don't be you.
He's coming.
Who? Who's he? If I see something on this ceiling.
Warned you then.
Why are you warning me? Who's coming? Who do we need to run from? And why are they up there, wherever that may be?
Somebody said, come to you.
You can come down here.
Come talk to us. We're gonna move here in a second. I just had a great idea to pull him out. So for the jump scare, I'm gonna go behind him. I'm gonna tap him on the back of his shoulder. He'll never expect it. This will be really good. I'm pretty excited about it. Pretty excited. We're gonna move.
Carry it with you?
You want us to take something, you want us to carry something, but you didn't tell us what yet. What do you want us to take?
Sigil?
Take a sigil? They're on the wall. I'm not sure what you mean. All right, we're gonna move. We're gonna move to a different area of the building. You can come with us, okay? Come with us, come talk to us. Here we go. This is gonna be really good. This is gonna be really good. That's me. He's never gonna expect this.
Jesus. How was that?
It was interesting. It was weird. It was weird. I liked the sneak attack from behind there.
Yeah,
So that's
that
gonna be
was
really good. He's not gonna
scary.
expect that. Yeah, it was perfect. He had a good jump there. It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was really, really weird. You kind of warned us about something, but it wasn't specific. You wanted us to take something, but again, not specific. He's coming. Not specific.
They
a
said
lot of
he's
things
coming
like
a
that.
ton of times, yeah.
And it's like a lot of things like that, like very vague, but like, I don't know how to, like, almost like warning us that something is coming, it's not good, you want us to take something, and then when I said, what do you want us to take, you said a sigil. And I mean, there's those things all over the wall in the voodoo area where I already had my weird experiences during the solo.
Right, because they were saying they don't know if they actually summoned something like
That, yeah,
accidentally.
right.
How would we take a sigil?
That's what I said, they're on the wall, I'm not sure.
Right.
But it was weird. A couple weird noises. I thought I heard maybe one voice. It was a weird sensation at the beginning. I really felt like I was being watched from over here, but then it kind of dissipated. That kind of went away after a while. So I don't know. It was very strange. Something about like a little girl, a little boy at some point, the kids, like all kinds of weird stuff. But I said, if this is whatever followed us down here from before, you can come with us. We're going to go to a different area and try some other equipment, maybe make it easier for you to communicate with us.
Did any of the devices go off or anything?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nope. So I don't know. Let's pack them up. Let's move to the next area and see what we get.
Yeah, let's try it.
All right, guys, so we're just gonna kind of wander now. We're in right outside of like the hotel area, which is kind of where you're gonna be going for your solo later. So we're past that. We're gonna go down this way. There's the haunted strip club. There's the haunted bar, poker room, all that kind of stuff. She's having a bad day.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna kind of wander with Ghost Tube, Spirit Talker, maybe do some EVPs. We're not sure. And we'll kind of just go from there.
That's definitely gonna be me when we wake up in like 3 hours.
Yeah,
but
it's tough.
Yeah,
that's
fine.
tough. Anyways, this place is scary.
Yeah, I was just saying too, like all these mannequins and this stuff I've set up, it's gonna be terrifying in the dark. I don't know how you did it.
I promise.
Like that right there? Nah. No thanks.
Me after every ghost hunt. Anyways.
All right, I'm gonna fire up Spirit Talker here in this next room though.
Yeah. All right.
Like all this stuff though.
Oh my God.
Why?
All right, so, hello? Did you hear that?
No.
That was a voice.
A voice?
It sounded female.
No, I was staring at my
It was
phone.
distant. It was right after I said hello. It was like,
I didn't hear it.
hello? I couldn't tell if it came from like that. It was just, I mean, the ceiling's open here.
Right.
So it could have been from a different area. That was really weird. It was like, oh.
I didn't even hear it.
Let's go over here a little bit. Is there anybody in here? There's a lot of Benjamins. For a strip club, they're pretty well covered.
I didn't even notice when we were walking through there. It's funny.
She held a disco ball.
And over in that corner is where they saw the shadow figure?
Yeah, they said that there was a shadow standing in the mixture of those mannequins. So.
That's lovely.
For who?
Definitely not I. They're saying that they give them ideas of all the animatronics and stuff they've set up.
Yeah, and Ghosts are like, wait a minute, that worked really good to scare those people.
I'll do that again. I have this device in my hand right here. Hopefully it should be able to make it easier for you to talk to us. My name is Dylan, this is Steve. We're allowed to be here. We're just walking through, trying to see if you want to have a conversation with us. That's all. We've heard this place has some pretty incredible activity.
We've already experienced some of it. Did I just hear you a minute ago? Thought I heard a woman's voice. Hatred.
Hatred.
Fueled by hatred.
Do you hate when people come through here? Because with them saying like this all used to be part of the sanatorium's land too, like.
Maybe they feel it's disrespectful.
Right. First of all, they built a shopping center on it.
Yeah, I'd be kind of upset.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a mall, and then a movie theater, and now a haunted house.
But I feel like if it was me, you know, so long as they're telling that story.
Right.
Like that was something they focused on several times,
Right.
even off camera.
They brought that up a lot.
Right.
Do you come from the sanatorium? Is that why you're here?
They try to tell your story if that's the case. You're not forgotten about.
I think this is a real one.
Dollar bills.
It's not a real one.
Prank.
Says teaching.
What the fuck was that?
That was right behind us. Says teaching.
What the fuck was that?
That was right behind us. Says teaching.
What the fuck was that?
That was right behind us.
Yeah.
It sounded like one of those doors, like the spring. It sounded like one of the springs on
that's
those doors.
No,
Scary.
please leave.
No, please leave.
Didn't I say that during SS too?
Yeah, you wanted me to leave a lot.
Okay, so why are they popping the scary
It sounded
doors?
like
though? There's like where the actors hide.
Yeah, like the spring-loaded door.
Wow, that's bad. Can you do that again? Can you open one of those doors or make a really loud noise?
Again, we mean you no disrespect, no harm. We're just here to talk to you and learn about you. And maybe why you're here. They're not sure exactly who's in this building or why. They don't want you to leave. They just want to know a little bit more about you.
Alice.
Alice. Okay. I heard a female voice too. Hi, Alice.
Alice, if you're the one who hit the door and made that noise, can you do that again for us?
In a little while, Dylan's going to be alone in the hotel part of the building.
I'm so excited. Can you guys tell?
Is that okay?
I'm gonna walk through and do the same thing that Steve did earlier. I'm not sure if the lights bother you. I'm not sure if it's easier to talk to us when we're alone, or what the deal is. That's the plan for later tonight, okay?
Keep moving a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the next room, okay?
Whistle.
They said they hear a lot of whistling here.
Yeah.
Are you going to whistle for us? The foot. I did not expect that.
Can you whistle for us?
We'd love to hear you whistle.
Now, what the hell is all that?
I don't know, but I don't like it. Imagine it just like lifts its head.
No, why? Why would I imagine that? I always keep forgetting to look up though, because most of the locations we go to, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But this is like an open floor plan, you know?
And they said that they see things on the ceiling.
Crawling
moving
around. and whatnot.
You want to go for it?
You got it. You're already pretty much there. I mean, shucks.
Stepped out of the way for you so you could get a look.
How kind.
I already did my solo.
Hey, what you doing up there? Oh, so nice.
Dylan's coming around the corner.
Hi. That's me.
in the bar. Somebody pour a drink?
Right. Do you want us to go to the right?
To like, get out. Go to the right and leave.
Go to the right, take that exit, scram.
Can you make a noise for us?
Did you want me to go behind the bar? Did you want me to pour you something?
Can you whistle as loud as you can? Maybe we'll save that for your solo.
How
The
nice.
woods.
The woods. I'm not going in the woods. To be honest with you.
We're in a city. There's no woods.
Well, Forest Haven is close to here, isn't it?
Oh, that's true.
It's scary. And they said they have a ton of items from there, too.
Yeah. You still following us? What the hell is all this? What's going on over here? Cat's Casino. So this was in honor of one of their owners that had passed away a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They made this little casino area for him. So that's a hole where somebody jumps out and scares you during the haunted house. And that right there is one of many reasons why I don't go to haunted houses.
Correct.
You want to play poker?
They go all out for these haunted
Yeah, they
houses,
do.
too. These sets are crazy.
It is. It's unbelievable.
I can respect their work, but I'm not going to...
Yeah, I appreciate
Something
it.
is wrong.
Something's wrong. What's wrong?
That was the other thing you kept saying during it. I was just like, tell them, get a message out, tell them this. And I was like, tell who what? Like you weren't, it was like it was right there, but it wasn't going to fully communicate what it was that
Right.
it wanted us to tell.
Yeah. It said it like 3 or 4 different times.
Yeah. What's wrong? What do you need us to tell? What message do you need us to share? And that's interesting because they said that one time when the guy broke in, it was like they warned them that was going to happen beforehand. So they're like, maybe something is wrong and they're trying to get this message out about something.
Something's going to happen.
Right.
That's interesting. Is that what you're trying to say? Is there something wrong with one of the sets? Is someone going to break in? Is something going to happen that they should know about? Forsaken.
Forsaken.
What about the church?
Oh, yeah.
They had the whole church set up, and
Yep.
they had it was the pew from Forest Haven.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was the
sanatorium.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because that guy had the portrait commissioned here too.
Right.
And they took it apart to use it.
Ooh, I just got the chills. That's weird. I don't think we've ever had that word. Forsaken? Mm-mm. That's so weird. Do you think they crossed a boundary? Is that why they have this negative activity that's going on, this negative entity that seemed to just come in? Because that's another thing with the sigil, too. They said they didn't know that if, they didn't have any intention behind it, but if somebody else did.
Beforehand, then they might have conjured or created something here that they didn't have any intentions to.
That's so interesting.
A doorway is open.
A doorway is open.
That's weird.
Okay, the timing on that,
Like-
though, dude. Come on, we're talking about how a sigil may have accidentally opened something, created something here, and it said a doorway is open. Something's wrong. It's forsaken.
Right.
That's actually
So-
kind of crazy.
Yeah. Because that's what he said. He's like,
Right.
I don't know if we actually opened something
Right.
or...
We may have accidentally done something.
literally says the doorway is
Right.
open. Well, I think that solves it.
Well,
Crack the case.
check that off the list.
Guess I don't have to do my solo. Might as well just pack
Nope,
up and leave.
still do.
Well, shucks. Worth a shot.
They said, well, they think the cabinet is a portal.
Ooh, yeah.
They think a cabinet.
Need help.
And need help. Do you need help getting rid of whatever came in through this doorway, through this portal? Is it terrorizing whoever's here? Is that the mimic? Is that how the mimic got in here?
Right.
You know what I mean?
They got a lot going on here.
Yeah, I just almost ended my life. I turned around and saw that, and I was like, who is this fine gentleman with the same hairstyle as me standing right here? We're
We're practically twins.
You spot the difference, games. Man,
Getting hard.
a little fist bump. There we go.
That's kind of crazy, though.
It is, honestly. That's like, we always say it, but the apps,
And they were talking about that earlier tonight, too. They're like, man, we're not 100% sold on phone apps, but there's sometimes when it's past coincidence and it's too spot on.
right, like phones on airplane mode, I don't know if it, yeah.
And it doesn't even matter because,
it doesn't
like,
matter.
airplane mode or not, like, okay, let's say they are reading off a GPS or whatever, they know where you are.
Right.
The timing on that.
Yeah.
They don't know what we're talking about.
Right. That's weird.
That's crazy. Let's keep moving this way a little bit.
Did you hear that?
What?
Is it like music? I can't tell what that is. It's like a reverberation
Is
of
it
some
boom,
sort.
boom,
Yeah.
It's not the heat, though.
No. It
Stopped.
stopped. This place is weird. I don't know. Great to see you.
Almost walked into a table.
Choice.
Choice.
Do we have a choice we have to make?
Oh, we're in the forest.
Oh. Wow.
Good.
What if they wanted us to walk through the forest to the area that's forsaken?
Right, where the doorway is open.
Wow, that's scary.
Because they need help.
Wow. That's, well, you're already in front of me. I mean,
I'm stuck with a tree.
wouldn't want to rush it or anything. That's actually kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Imagine it's always this accurate and we just never piece it together.
Me when the alarm goes off in 3 hours.
True.
Hello? No, we're back in the voodoo area.
I don't know where I am.
We're back in the voodoo area, though. With the take a sigil, doorway open, forest.
Yeah.
I'm really here.
I'm really here.
I believe you.
Okay.
It's kind of spooky in here.
Is this where you hang out more? Is in this area? Oh. Because that's right where I saw that thing move earlier, too. Well, we're going to go towards the cabinet room now. We're going to go towards what they believe is the portal, the doorway that's open. You said you needed help. We're going to go that way, okay? Come over there and talk to us. We can try to help you. If you're this negative thing that's down there,
It's about to begin.
What the hell does that mean?
shit's about to go down. It's about to begin.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so
So we're moving down to the culty area. I'm going to fire up Spirit Talker again because that whole series of events was nuts.
nailed it. We'll go down there, we'll set up some equipment, maybe do some EVPs, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be that portal, that doorway, the darkest area in the building.
This took a really weird turn, though.
Hello, miss.
Great to see you. Hi.
All right, we're coming down through here. Guys, this place is terrifying.
Terrifying.
Terrifying. If you guys like haunted houses, 100%.
Laurel, Maryland.
So this
Love.
is that portrait.
Yeah.
The guy had this commissioned, and then the like little pew thing, his podium that he's using, is here in the building as well. So I don't know who you are, but
Bizarre.
let's go this way. Ow. Can't recommend this place enough, though, guys. Again, the sets are amazing.
It's crazy how much detail they have
The
here.
staff is really, really cool. I'm scared, and it's not even in operation right now.
Yeah.
So we're just moving on down through.
Because this is the, like the food area, and then
Yep.
this should be the classroom right here. Yep.
They designed it like a cult town. This is the timeout chair over here.
And this area doesn't...
William.
William. Hello,
Okay.
William. This area doesn't have AC or heat either.
Yeah,
So they
it's
said
cold.
sometimes over here the streamers will kind of
Move around.
go crazy.
Just winding through the maze that is the Laurel's House of Horror. All right.
Looking great.
So this place is massive, over 20,000 square feet
Yeah.
of scary.
Okay, here we go.
All right. So the cabinet is right over here.
Yeah, it's in this corner.
And they closed it because they said they've had it open, but they closed it to try to stir things up for us, which was so kind of them.
All hail Jebediah.
Hell yeah, Jebediah.
So this is what they believe is the portal, or the doorway here.
Yeah.
And they think they had a psychic here, and they said that whoever had this in their home before was using it for some sort of black magic or kind of not good things, basically.
Right. Rituals.
Right.
Some sort.
And maybe they opened the doorway.
Right.
We've come to where the portal or the doorway is supposed to be. We've been told that you open and close that door on the fridge, that you tap from inside the cabinet. Did you hear that?
Voice, yeah. Yeah.
That you tap from inside the cabinet. Did you hear that?
Voice, yeah. Yeah.
That you tap from inside the cabinet. Did you hear that?
Voice, yeah. Yeah.
That came from this way.
It was like a
100%.
female voice,
Yeah,
so-
100% from this way. Very similar to what I heard before, but that one wasn't. Problem. Yeah, that's a problem. This is the doorway, the portal.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say was they, under this table is where they said that that little boy that's not really a little boy hangs out and likes to grab people's legs.
Like attaches to them when he does it.
Right.
Is that true? Is there a child spirit in here that likes to play games? Can you set off this device right here? It's kind of like a toy. It's going to light up and make some noise if you get close to it.
But they said it's not really a kid.
Yeah, but like maybe if we address it as a kid, it'll be nice to us.
Hello, child.
Nailed it.
Oh no, this is where he saw the hag.
Oh, he was down there.
He was
yeah.
down there and it was standing here in front of this cabinet thing.
Well,
I didn't call you a hag. That's what he said, not me. I'm sure you're lovely.
Not our words, honestly. And he said that they don't like protection down here or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Do you want me to take my cross off? If you want me to take my cross off and put it on the table, can you set off this device right here? Or say something?
You are appreciated.
Thank you. That's nice. I was going to say something through Spirit Talker if you want me to. I don't know if that'll make it easier to communicate or what the deal is, but give me a sign. I'll do it. Who's over there? Yeah.
We're moving around.
We're moving around right after a noise.
What kind of timing is that?
How? How? That's like the clip they showed us where it said sounds and then it was like super loud banging on a door.
The intelligence here is insane,
It's
though.
really weird. Can you speak out loud again? We could hear you before. That is a crazy Tuesday night.
Can you join us in the kitchen area? Or the cult area?
Can you join us in the cult area? How every good cult starts.
Hey, just come on in here. Water's fine.
They got corn.
What more do you need?
They got
Spooky cabinet.
this lady. That guy.
Got some Halloween decorations. A rocking chair.
Is there a portal in here? Is this the doorway?
A pact.
A pact.
A cult?
Yeah. Or they made a pact with something through there. Do you want us to open these doors? See some? All right, give me the double take.
That was so weird.
What'd you see?
I don't know how to describe that. That was really strange. It was like almost okay. So back up where you just were for a second, and you had your camera pointed in my direction, right?
I think so.
Trying to see if it was like my eyes or anything like reflecting. It wasn't a shadow.
No?
It was I don't know how to. It almost was like glitter, not glitter. I don't know how to describe it. It like shimmered, and it moved. It was like a circle. That's why I thought it was like a reflection or something. I didn't know if you hit
Right,
your
like it
light on
bounced off.
something. Almost like if you like shine a light on like crystals or something. It was contained in like a circle. It was a pretty big circle, but it like shimmered.
Yeah.
And it like shimmered and moved across the door. That was so weird. Like,
It would have been like probably right about here. And it literally, it was like maybe a beach ball.
Right.
And it
Like
literally,
sized?
it was like it was like shimmering, or that's the best way. I said shimmer 400 times, but like it was like glistening almost. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like reflecting light, and it like shook like this and went across there.
Right, because the only thing that is remotely in that area is the pots and pans right there.
Yeah.
But those wouldn't.
That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Like I don't even accurately know how to describe it. Like I can still see it in my head. Like I'm trying to replay it.
Right.
It didn't move super fast,
right,
but it didn't move like slow. It just kind of just like glided across the thing. That's why I wasn't sure if it like your light reflected off something.
Right.
Because like there's that chandelier, but it's,
I don't know.
It's not like crystal. That was so bizarre. I really don't. I've never seen anything like that. Ever. I was like, oh, is my eye like? Is my eye
Watery or
yeah, it's
something?
like. That was so weird. I really don't know what to make of that.
Was that you trying to show yourself? Is that how you try to manifest?
That was crazy.
Judas Cradle.
Judas Cradle?
Yeah. I don't even know what that is.
I'm gonna look up a Judas Cradle really quick. I don't, because like Judas makes me think religion.
Yeah, definitely
And then like
biblical.
cult.
Judas.
Like we're in a cult area. It literally says all hail behind me.
It does.
Judas Cradle derives its name from the biblical figure of Judas who betrayed Jesus Christ.
Right.
It was believed that the torture device was named after Judas.
So it's like a medieval torture device?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah. Wow, that's bad.
It's not one of those. Books?
Books. It's kind of like it's from a book, only it's a square thing that has access to all the knowledge in the world.
Means of punishing those who were deemed to have betrayed their fellow man. Okay. That's a weird word to get here.
Yeah.
They say they get, some people have been scratched with upside down crosses, and they have that one room that they use for the escape room that has just Bible verses and pages all over the walls.
Yeah, I don't think we even saw that, did we?
It was locked.
Yeah.
All right, I want to put a DR60 in this cabinet.
See what happens, yeah.
And just do one session. We haven't done one tonight. Just gonna do one.
And they said they have like hair offerings in there.
Yeah, which is
Scary.
offer me hair. I need hair.
It's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna put this device in this cabinet. If you speak into it, we should be able to hear your voice. We're not gonna ask any questions. We're gonna give you a little bit of time. And you say whatever you want to say, okay? Scream, yell, tell us to get out. Tell us what you need help with, what message you want us to say.
Here, I'll do one on this table too.
Okay.
So we have like a one outside, one inside.
And I'll close the door on this too after.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, closing the door, closing the door.
Look above.
Opening the door. 1, 2, 3. Look above.
Yeah, I don't know.
Please don't be up there.
One thing I was thinking too, the whole like biblical theme that just kind of came in. They were saying off camera that multiple teams have like split
Find
up.
my body.
They said that earlier
They
too.
said that too, yeah. But they were saying that multiple teams was like split up after coming here.
Yeah.
So what if it's just kind of like the mental torment sort of thing, you know?
Betrayed fellow man.
Right.
Because they've had investigators here who couldn't handle with whatever happened here because they invited them to attach to them and it's ruined their lives and all this stuff. And then the find my body thing is possibly from the murder victim, that girl that they only found her skull.
Yeah.
They never found her body, and they think maybe it's possible she was buried underneath this, shopping mall while it was being built because the time frame matches up.
Right.
And they've gotten stuff like that here.
There's like so much going on
There's
here
so
on
many
top of the
layers.
haunted house. Yeah.
Onions.
Onions.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
Alright, closing the door.
It's weird.
Nothing really clear, just noise.
Yeah.
I don't really know, just noise.
No, please leave again.
No, please
No,
leave
please leave.
again. Maybe they don't want us in here. Maybe they're trying to stop. Like maybe that's not something bad. They're like, no, don't do that. Don't open up doors. Don't open the cabinet. Don't talk about things attaching. Leave.
Right. Because if they are bringing in people here to ghost hunt and it is
Right.
causing like egregores to
Right.
form, they're
Stop.
like, no,
Yeah.
quit it, please.
You're causing more problems.
Yeah, that's weird.
Closing the door. Closing the door.
Nothing super clear. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Before we leave and Dylan comes by himself into the hotel area, can you please make some more noise? Maybe a loud knock, say something, move something? Said that you can really affect people's emotions in here. You can attach to them.
You don't like when people have protection in here. If you're so powerful, show us. Move one of these chairs, set off the device, open the cabinet.
Touch one of us.
I worked here.
I worked here.
Well, there's that one confirmed death in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not going to show us, we're going to move on. Dylan's going to come in here by himself to the hotel area. We'll be back here. Thank you for making the noises, and we heard your voice.
We appreciate the interaction through this device as well.
All right. We're going to move on. Dylan's going to come in to the hotel area by himself, and that'll be it for us tonight.
Feel free to join me.
All right. About that time.
About that time. So excited.
Enjoy.
Okay, bye.
Your turn. Enjoy the scary darkness.
So exciting.
Don't forget, IR.
Wow, I love IR. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to the hotel, guys. We're going to the hotel area, the hotel hallway. But as Steve just eloquently reminded me, we do our solos in the IR. So that'll be really exciting. Let's just take a gander at what it looks like, shall we? I can't see anything, bro. That's actually insane. That's really bad. He was telling me that he had to flip his LCD screen to like see anything whatsoever, but then you can't see what's going on in front of you. Wow, that's quite the battle I didn't expect to have this evening. This place is scary, dude. Okay, that was the heat turning on, I hope. But this place is like actually scary. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of history. If you guys are in the Laurel, Maryland area, definitely come check this place out. If you guys like haunted houses, couldn't be me. Definitely come through here, check it out. They do paranormal stuff here all the time as well. Great people, great staff as well. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna start heading back towards the hallway we were just in, where we just started a moment ago. That's gotta be the heat, bro. I freaking hope so. Or someone's on the ceiling. Ooh, why'd I say that? There's so many like tight corners in here too, dude. I'm actually like geeking right now. This is so not fun. I don't know how people do this. And like with scare actors in here too, no frickin' shot, dude. Absolutely not. I'm gonna fire up Ghost Tube. Hopefully it doesn't say anything too scary. Ghost Tube is cooking. Let's see what we got. Hi. This is actually terrifying. What the hell? Oh my gosh. This is so bad. No offense. I love it here, I mean.
I'm confused.
Me too, man.
You're
Your what? Your arm? What? Are you the one who touched my arm earlier?
I'm watching you.
Awesome. I'm glad you're watching me. Hopefully you are enjoying me being scared. Oh, dude, someone definitely hides in there and jumps out. No shot. Wow. All right, that was I feel like that just took years off my life, dude. Walking through a haunted house in the pitch dark. There's not even any scare actors in here. They turned off all the animatronics. None of the lights are on, but this place is freaking terrifying, dude. All right. Hi, my name's Dylan. I'm scared. That's what I wanted to cover with you really quick. I have this device behind me. If you speak into it, or you should be able to. What the hell? Pardoned? Thank you for pardoning me. I'm scared. You should be able to use this device to speak with me, though. Steve was saying that you were doing pretty well earlier with it. You were doing pretty well already. Smoke? This thing is popping off words like nobody's business, dude. Can you make a noise somewhere in here? Show me that you're here with me?
Do you see?
Not really. To be honest with you. So I keep flipping my screen around so I can hopefully try to see what's going on. The biblical themes, like as of recently too, was really weird. Talking about Judas' cradle, forsaken, pardoned. Gasp? I was about to zoom in really far on her, but yeah, it said gasp. Were you summoned here? Either through the sigil, through the pew being taken apart and used in the set? Steve was telling me something about energy. Somehow you get energy from the workers, or somehow you get energy from the house itself. Can you try to extrapolate a little bit on that? Disagree. So you don't get energy from the house?
Message for you.
Message for you? Okay, what's your message? That sounded like a whistle, dude. Message for you? Okay, what's your message? That sounded like a whistle, dude. Message for you? Okay, what's your message? That sounded like a whistle, dude. It sounded like it was deep inside the house, though.
Back off.
Back off. My fault. Didn't mean it. But dude, I start asking about the religious themes. Now all of a sudden, back off. You don't want the smoke. I don't think I want the smoke here. Usually I say I want the smoke, but here I don't think I do. Success? Is that what you want? You just want us to leave? I mean, I guess that's been the theme all night, you know, telling us to get out, but. Is there something about us that you don't like?
Picture.
Do you want to take a picture? I'll try. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take a couple pictures with the flash. If I catch something scary, I'm going to be really upset. I'm going to be excited, but I'm going to be upset too, all right? Here's one. Here, I'll turn it off IR so you guys can see exactly how dark it is and how spooky it is to take pictures in a place like this. Wow, that's scary. I'm going to take two more, okay? I'll take one to my right, just in case. Big money. All right, and then ghost tube is back on. I'm gonna review those after this session, okay? Hopefully I
It's
picked
bright.
my fault. That's weird, dude. That is so weird. It's bright. Apps are strange, man. I don't know. Pretty soon I'm gonna start walking back towards base camp. I'm gonna meet back up with Steve. We're gonna do one more session for members only. So if you're not a member, make sure you join the membership. And then that's gonna be a wrap. We're gonna pack up, we're gonna leave you alone. I know you've wanted us to leave you alone the entire night, and I'm sorry that we've stayed here. If we've overstayed our welcome, that wasn't our intention. We love the history of this location, we find it fascinating. We just came here to try to get some answers for not only the staff, but for ourselves, trying to understand what's going on here. what happens after life, why you're here. That was a weird voice, dude. How? That's what we're here to figure out. That's why we brought all these devices. That's why we spend so much time in these buildings, all this time on the road trying to talk to you. This entire night has been weird, dude.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand? How can I help you? There's noise over here. Sound like a footstep, honestly. Is that the catwalk? Oh no, I didn't even realize that was the catwalk, dude. Standing right next to it. It sounded like it was up there too. Oh my gosh.
Day.
Do you want us to come back during the day?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows? Like, I don't know what that could be referring to. Is that referring to the unsolved murder? Like, nobody knows? The person got away with it?
It's outside.
It's outside. What's outside? I don't think I want to know, actually. You can keep that to yourself. I sound like footsteps again. Towards back the way I have to go, which is super exciting. Yeah, dude, 100% footsteps right there. Hello?
Hell.
Hell? Hell. What is up with the biblical themes? I actually thought someone was coming in, dude. It sounded like footsteps coming down this hallway. I'm not even joking. This guy's scary. You gotta chill. Like, you can hear that squeaking, and I think that's the heat up there. That was not, no. That was not it. Oh, dude, that was freaking scary. Oh my gosh. Here, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go back into IR. Sorry if you don't like the light. Got a little scared, my fault. I'm gonna try to read you a prayer, okay? And then I'm gonna do an EVP session with a little silver box. Hopefully it'll make it easier for you to talk to me. Hopefully it can pick up your voice. Look up a prayer for deliverance. Because we've been getting a lot of like biblical themes. I don't know if there is something negative here. I don't know if it is a demon. I don't know if it is a fallen angel, whatever it's trying to masquerade itself as, but noise over here. All right. Just found me a prayer right here. And then once I read this, almost pretty much immediately after, I'm going to start a DR60 session. And I think that's going to be a wrap on my solo. Because not only is it super late, but I'm actually kind of sketched out here. I can't even lie. I don't know if it's the vibes, just the fact that it's a haunted house, all the weird twists and turns and the scary animatronics and whatnot, or if it's just like the vibes that we've gotten all night. But let me read this out. Lord, I come before you seeking your deliverance. I ask for your protection from all that would harm me, both spiritually and physically. Break every chain that binds me, every stronghold that holds me captive, and every evil influence that seeks to control my life. Fill me with your Holy Spirit, your peace, and your strength, that I may walk in freedom and victory. In the name of Jesus, I pray, amen. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see what we got. Hopefully nothing too scary, because I gotta walk all the way back to base camp, so let's see what we got. What is that? That sounds like mother effer, that last word right there. Say test me? Test me, mother effer? Dude, I have full body goosebumps. I don't even know if you can see. All my hair is standing up right now. Whoa. Actually, what is that? Actually, it sounds like it says, "Test me, mother effer," and then it screams, dude, right at the end. And then the last little bit was me trying to pick it up, but all my hair is standing up right now. That's actually kind of nuts. But I think I think I'm on the right track. I think something is going on here. All the biblical themes, it's all starting to come together. You know what I mean? Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely turning the lights on and walk back to base camp after all that. Bro, I'm gonna run GhostTube on the way back just to see if we can get a continuation of any of these themes, bro. But that's actually freaking nuts. I guess he didn't like the prayer. My fault. All right. I would say that I'm gonna leave you alone, but we're definitely gonna come back in here and try to get to the bottom of this for the members only vid. So catch you in a few minutes, I guess. I don't know. Wow, that was.
I want to leave.
I want to leave. Me too, man. That was actually freaking scary, dude. I can't wait to fill Steve in on that. That was actually spooky. What an awesome place, though. Like, this place is 100% haunted. The haunted house is incredible. Like, it's very well set up. There's so much detail that they put into all this, but couldn't catch me walking through it. I don't know. I don't think I could actually survive a walkthrough. If you guys want to see us walk through this, though, drop a comment, drop a like. This is the break room right down this hallway. So I'm going to go play that EVP for Steve. I'm going to fill him in a little bit. Hopefully I didn't talk too much. I was panicking the entire time, so I probably did. But excuse me, my fault.
Listen to us.
Excuse me, listen to us. Do you have a final message you want to give me before I go recap with Steve? That was freaking nuts, dude. What a crazy night, bro.
All right, guys, that is officially a wrap on our night here at the Laurel's House of Horror. Place did not disappoint.
Did not disappoint at all. Not only is it a great haunted house, they put a ton of effort into all the sets here, but it's actually super haunted, dude. This place blew like any expectation that I had out of the water.
It really did. It surprised me with just how in your face it was and how freaky it was. A lot of it was just like the actual feelings to the sensations in here. It was a strange location. We will be coming back here with some of our friends probably, but it is a spooky, spooky spot. We did another session after Dylan Solo for members only. So again, guys, if you want to see that last segment that we just investigated, go join the memberships on the tiers below so you can check that out. Absolutely insane night. It's like 5:30 in the morning. Let's get out of here. Let's get some sleep and get on the road.
Thanks for watching.